So this will be part 2 of the lesson on coordinate geometry. You will learn how to find the gradient of a straight line. So the objective of today is learn how to find the gradient of a straight line. And the key is dy over dx. As mentioned in the previous video, d down here stands for difference. The difference in y coordinate over or divided by the difference in the x coordinate. So what is gradient? Gradient refers to how steep a line is. So for a line that is like this compared to like this line will have a steeper gradient compared to the second line. And let's say I have another line down here. You will have the impression that this line is going up and this line is going down. So this one, the line that is going up will have positive gradient. The line that is going down will have a negative gradient. And in many cases, gradient is a form of rate, which means it tells us how fast or how slow a quantity will change per unit of the other quantity that we are measuring it against. And I give you this formula, dy over dx. It is very easy to remember because, so please do not mix up which one is on top. Y is on top of x. I wonder why. Okay, let's get started. So the first example, calculate the gradient of the line joining 3, 5, and 9, 13. So we are supposed to find the gradient of this line. And the formula that I have given is dy over dx. So what I like to do is this. I like to write the two coordinate, one on top, one below. And the difference in y, I can just take 5 minus 13 over the difference in x, 3 minus 9. 3 minus 1, I will get negative 8 over negative 6. And this will give me 4 over 3. And this one will be my answer. That's all. So simple. Now, you might ask, can I write like this? 9, 13 and 3, 5. Then I take 13 minus 5 over 9 minus 3. And I will get the same answer. So actually you can. So it doesn't matter which one you put on top and which one you put below. The important thing is, once you take 13 minus 5, divide, you cannot take 3 minus 9. Like this is wrong. So once you take the top minus the bottom, you cannot take the bottom minus the top for the x. We just follow like this. 5 minus 13, 3 minus 9, or 13 minus 5, 9 minus 3. You cannot. One, you take the value on top, minus, then the other you take the value at the bottom, minus. Cannot. Like this is wrong, 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 wrong. Alright? Let us take a look at the second example. Calculate the gradient of the line joining negative 1, 4 and the coordinate or the point 8, negative 7. So this is the line that we want to find. So for gradient, again, let me just remind you, is dy over dx, the difference in y divided by the difference in x. So I can easily write down the coordinate, one on top of the other, so that I will know that I take 4 minus -7 and -1 minus 8. So 4 minus -7, just keep in mind that just because there's a -7 here doesn't mean you don't include the minus, because we want to find the difference. And in the first lesson, you should learn that the difference is actually 11 because they are the same question. Alright, so -1 and 8, we need to follow top minus bottom. Here also top minus the bottom. So this will give me 11. Now, instead of 9, what I will get down here is actually -9. So in the previous video, it is actually 9. But in this case, because you can see that the line is going down, gradient will be negative. So there's always a way of checking whether you are right or wrong, at least when it comes to positive or negative. For line that is going down, it is negative gradient. So the answer, you can just leave it like that. Alright. So this one will be the gradient of this line. If you want to write it as -1 and 2 over 9, it is also alright. It's perfectly fine. So I have prepared these 3 questions. Go and try it out. Pause the video, see whether you can find the gradient of the line, and the answer for you to refer are down here. Alright, short, easy lesson.